Milk and cookie. Phil Jackson was a man who was able to manage not just personalities, but extremely difficult personalities. I believe that Michael Jordan is probably a piece of shit.
You're cutting off. Hold on.
God rest his dead. I believe that Kobe Bryant was probably really.
Excuse me, sorry.
Is that what?
Oh, you're good. You were cutting off for like a second.
Yeah, you're cutting off for a second.
Okay. I believe that Michael Jordan was a piece of shit. I'll tell you one thing I'll tell you one reason why I feel like that this bubble is not gonna work. Unless y'all got like actual prostitutes, this is not gonna work. No, that means that motherfuckers are not gonna stay in the bubble. They're gonna leave. Or they're gonna bring in hoes. And the moment you bring in some hoes in, them bitches could have the ronies. And now everybody's infected. Do you feel what I'm saying? Unless you have actual prostitutes just on hand, this shit is doomed to fail. Now, I don't know if they have them shits under the table prostitutes. You can't really report the prostitutes that you have on ESPN. You can't really just be like, we have barbers, we have ping pong, we have prostitutes, mad toots. The toots is out. We got the toots, bro. Nobody's getting their own knees. We got ping pong and prostitutes.
What's ping pong even got to do with it? So anyways,
and steak
how many stars?
You said what?
How many stars are we gonna give the movie or the documentary series?
How many stars?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 5, like we can.
How many stars would I give The Last Dance? On a scale of 1 to 5?
Yes, sir.
I'll give it a 4.
4 stars.
The reason why I give it a 4 is I gotta take away at least 1 star for. I think that there was so much material that was left out. Like I have a hard time believing that Michael Jordan's interview where he wore the sunglasses and said, "I don't have a gambling problem. I have a competition problem." I have a hard time believing that that's where it stopped, that there was nothing more to it.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that they never showed any sketchy shit from Michael Jordan. They never showed Michael Jordan doing anything sketchy. How is it? Can you imagine being Michael Jordan? Can you imagine being Michael Jordan in the 90s? Having that much power, that much influence.
I did get the impression he was very limited in the way.
Timid?
Limited.
Man, but if you think about
limited
Magic Johnson, dude, and he was even a greater celebrity than Magic Johnson, you know?
Facts. Magic Johnson was an absolute whore. And the Lakers were known for doing all of the cocaine in the world and having all of the hoes. Magic Johnson literally is HIV positive for his sluttiness. No, this is a real thing. Magic Johnson was an absolute smut bucket in the 80s. Are we to believe that Michael Jordan did not take advantage of his celebrity and like wasn't a piece of shit? Even in the documentary, he looked like a piece of shit. He talked like a piece of shit. He did piece of shit things, but they didn't show his piece of shit activities. They only alluded to them. They said, "Yeah, man."
I like the 5s.
You said what?
Your favorite pair of Jordans?
Favorite? The ones, bro. It's ones. It's only ones. Look at this. Fucking Fuck with me.
Look at you,
Fuck
girl.
with me.
What I
Dog,
got? Yo, check it out. I
got
this
some ones
bar.
that's mean and a shirt with a team. No, I can't see your shit. You got that green screen. Your shit keeps blinking in and out of existence.
Mars. Yeah, I think I don't know.
The ones though. It's definitely the ones.
The classic. I saw you had white ones over
Dog,
there.
yeah, man. I got some shit.
Oh, various cares.
I got some shit. Fuck with your man. Got a little something.
So if I was
to talk to him,
documentary, I'd say I give it a 4 stars as well. But I don't. I can see Demetrius he was mad about a lot of stuff, and I wasn't because I'm not as big a fan as he is as basketball. I just watched it from a documentary perspective, and like I can appreciate that.
Not a documentary.
Yeah, it's not a documentary, but it was entertaining to me. 4 stars. Would definitely watch it again and recommend. Jordan,
What would you compare it to as a documentary?
Well, honestly, I liked that movie, Kobe Doing Work, and so watching this, I was like, this feels fresh. This feels like filmmaking, and it gave me that same feeling of like, this is different. This is something unique, and it's not very much like that movie, other than just like being. You get inside somebody's head a little bit.
You know why I won't compare it to? The reason why I won't compare it to Kobe Doing Work, Kobe seemed more self-aware than Michael Jordan is.
Yeah, I'm not talking about comparing the people, but the filmmaking and just my experience of watching it. I was just like, that's for me what I was thinking sometimes, because that's always been my favorite film of like sports documentary, and this is kind of in that genre. So I was like, this is
okay. You need to touch on some 30 for 30s then.
30 for 30, you got me ready to see that Ric Flair.
Yo, that Ric Flair is hard as fuck. Let's talk about that. We'll definitely do an episode about that. Yeah. That Ric Flair shit is hard. There's another one about the Fab Five. You familiar?
No. Do you know the Fab Five?
Five freshmen that played for the University of Michigan. That basically changed the word. Then you'll like this. You should check it out. There's another one called I Hate Christian Laettner. Another great one. Legendary basketball shit. Another. Yeah, I'll send you a bunch.
Okay.
Back to the Fab Five shit. I feel bad for Scottie Pippen.
He got treated poorly in this film.
Scottie Pippen looked like the biggest bitch in the world.
I rewatched the second episode, and I was like, everything Demetrius said is pretty much on point right here.
Yes.
Pippen
looked terrible. He looked terrible.
They're exclusively talking about like his lowest points, basically.
And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. If you watched those teams, Jordan couldn't win shit without Pippen. He could not win shit without Pippen. Jordan had many opportunities before Pippen even got into the league. He could not win. He got his ass whooped. Mad times.
He had an interview where he's like, I know I'm going to get mine or whatever. And I'm like, has he gotten his? Like, because they were interviewing him. They're like, you're like one of the most underpaid athletes. And like this many years later, it's like, damn, like, did he just stay underpaid? Like, or what?
Yes, he did.
Damn.
Yes, he did.
What about his family?
Yes, he did.
Like, damn, that's crazy.
I mean, he's not fucking poor, but but he's literally probably the 6th greatest small forward ever. Like ever. Out of all of the small forwards who have ever played basketball, he's probably the 6th best one. He is LeBron James before LeBron James. He played defense. He was a great passer. He could score if he needed to. He could like spread the floor so that you had to like guard around the 3-point line. He did everything. He was a Swiss Army knife of a player, and that didn't really exist until him. He was the first. He is a prototype. He is what is now common.
I was watching the episode today, and they were talking about how he.
They're talking about what?
I forgot. I blinked out. I've been smoking. Hold on.
I feel you. Marinate on it.
If it comes back to you, I'll tell you. What are you drinking? Oh, yeah, you got that red wine.
Yeah.
Man's classy.
But Scottie Pippen is a prototype, bro. Yeah. Like there was not a Scottie Pippen before there was Scottie Pippen.
Oh, I totally remembered what it was. Basically, I was rewatching the episode today, and they said that around the time his contract was being written up, like right after, there was like a boom in the NBA. And I'm like, that's
why was there a boom in the NBA?
Probably Michael Jordan or him.
No, not probably. Definitely. Okay, it was literally because of Michael Jordan.
Okay, so it was because of Michael Jordan. I guess my next
question, No, literally. It's literally because of Michael Jordan.
So he got left out of that because of this really bad contract.
Even Michael Jordan didn't have like dope contracts. Like if you look at contracts now, motherfuckers are making $20 million, fucking $30 million and shit per year, right? I mean,
after the fact,
they weren't doing that back then.
Jordan didn't have a good contract. When did he start getting good contracts?
You said what?
I would think he was
like even Michael Jordan wasn't making that much money, bro. Like fucking J.R. Smith makes more than Michael Jordan was making.
Who started
shit
making
like that?
Real money?
Huh?
Who was it that started making real money? I would have thought it was MJ.
So like the way that the NBA salary caps increased is you had probably in the 90s, the salary cap was somewhere around like $40 million. Right now, it's like 120. Does that make sense?
Okay, with inflation, how does that translate?
Still more than double, probably.
It's not so much inflation. It's about profit sharing and profitability. So the league became much larger and became like a global sport. And because it became a global sport,
basically Duke and Michael Jordan and like the Olympics. And
because of Michael Jordan and because of the Dream Team, it became a global sport.
Yeah.
But because of the NBA Players Association having into their contract that they are able to share in profits for television, their salary cap went way up. But it also fluctuates based upon the television and advertising numbers. That's why they're playing right now, because they don't want their salary cap to go back down, because they would lose money on advertising. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right now, the salary cap, the average salary cap is about 120 million, 119, something like that. Back in the days of like Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, it was like high 30s, low 40s. So but if your salary cap is $40 million, you can't pay everybody $20 million, or you can only get 2 players. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to pay Michael Jordan, oh, we're going to give you 7. Or Scotty, we're going to give you 3. Shit like that. Does that make sense? And that's how Scottie Pippen got fucked on money, because he could have gone to another team and gotten top dollar, but instead he took a guaranteed contract because he came from such desperate circumstances where he had to take care of other people, and he was exploited. They exploited the fact that he had such a need to
And this
take
has
care
been
of other
basically
people.
common knowledge since the beginning, right?
You said what?
This has been common knowledge since the beginning about his.
Common knowledge to who? You see what I'm saying? Like it's not necessarily common knowledge to the fan. It's common knowledge to his boss. His boss knows, oh, you're desperate, right? Let me give you this fuck ass contract.
Yeah.
But you sign it though. And let me add like mad years to that so that you're like beholden to me for
Like before this film came out, okay, people had already been known about that.
I don't think people knew about that because people don't look at basketball contracts. The only people that look at things like basketball contracts and
But
like
he's been such a legendary figure, regardless of how much money.
that doesn't matter. That does not matter, bro.
Like,
the only people that look at things like basketball contracts are people that are like people like me,
well, that would
obsessive people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Those are the only people that pay attention to those things. Nobody else does. And so everybody else is just like, oh man, I had Scottie Pippen shoes. Scottie Pippen had a shoe deal.
I might have been from hanging out with you, but like I feel like even I knew that like Scottie Pippen was basically appreciated in the NBA before I saw this film. So when that started coming up, I was like, well, yeah, this is Scottie Pippen's story. So I'm like, if somebody like me knows, I'm like, but I don't know.
He also had a shoe deal. He had a shoe deal. He had a shoe deal.
A shoe deal. I've never seen a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Does it
Dog, the Scottie Pippens are hard, bro. Scottie Pippens are lit. Scottie Pippens are that's a good ass shoe. Currency has a song called Scottie Pippens. It's with Freddie Gibbs. It's on Covert Coupe.
Pippen shoes instead of.
Okay. Oh wow, shit.
The Pippins were hard, bro. Pippen had a good shoe. He had a good shoe. The issue is his ignorance was exploited. He came into the league.
Call him ignorant?
Yeah, definitely.
Just because
definitely.
Wouldn't you say it was more naivete?
What's the difference?
I'd say there's a slight difference if you're asking me. I feel like the reason if it had happened to him later in his career, I would call that ignorance. But being fresh out of high school, being somebody who was in a desperate situation, I just call that being naive.
I think that to be ignorant means that you don't know. But I also think that naive means you don't know. I think that those things are more synonyms than different.
But bro, to ignore something,
terms.
You gotta know it's there.
I'm not saying ignore. I'm saying you did not know. I'm saying if you're ignorant, and I know that you're trying to like you're saying like root word ignore, right? Is that what you're saying? Am I wrong?
Yeah. But yo, these shoes are cool. I just looked at the Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, man, them Pippins is hard. You want some Pippins, don't you?
Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah.
Go get you some Pippins.
Probably. No, I'd seen those before. I was like, I'm gonna get them. They're cool.
Nah, but like if you're ignorant of something, right?
Okay.
You might ignore it, but you don't know. You're not doing so consciously. You're not necessarily doing so consciously. You're not consciously saying, "Oh man, fuck all that shit over there." You might just be unaware about all that shit over there. And that's why you're ignoring it. I think that is what happened with Scottie Pippen. He didn't know what he should be getting paid. He didn't know what he was entitled to. And he was exploited for that because of his desperation. I think he was so desperate that he was easy to exploit. And I think that the Chicago Bulls exploited him. I think Scottie Pippen is a what's the word? Is a perfect representative of the American worker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool ass shoes, but got exploited.
Probably didn't even design those.
He got exploited, bro. He was exploited. He had like multiple family members that were like paraplegics and shit. They're fucking. He had paraplegic family members.
Yeah. Man, you know.
Doug, Bill Clinton was in his. Bill Clinton was in his episode. Like, man, I love that boy.
Get out of here, man. Hey, real quick. I disappeared. Oh, yeah.
Dog, I'm so sick of you disappearing with that fucking background.
Because I don't really like it either.
You fucking phantom.
Okay. Have you seen a movie called The Five Bloods?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched it.
Give it a
I know
watch,
what you're talking
about. But like, have you seen this movie?
No.
Okay.
I fuck with Spike Lee. I fuck with Spike Lee, but I have not watched it yet.
Hold on. I'm gonna let my my technical guru.
You're gonna disappear like Matt more times? Fucking fading ass fuck.
Next episode, I'm going to Austin. All right.
Why you look like fucking that video for TLC Waterfalls?
I don't watch TLC.
Where the dead people
look like somebody watched TLC.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you are used to.
Did you watch that video I made with Arthur?
Puma.
Yeah, Puma.
I have not watched it, but I know the song.
Or Yoda. We already had this one, man.
Dog, I swear, stop fucking moving.
Right,
you're just like disappearing all the fucking
time. Puma, yes. I made a video.
Every time you move, you fucking disappear. Fucking, I have not watched the video, bro, but I love Arthur. I love Arthur. That is my guy. That is my guy.
So we gotta have him on the show, right? Like, guess.
No, that's a bet. That's a bet. Yeah, for sure. But he came through and recorded a bunch of songs at the crib, bro.
I've been getting into music and it's not good, but maybe someday, right?
I mean, everybody starts off as not good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah? You play the keyboard?
I don't play it.
And I ran so far away.
Never heard Auto-tune.
Yo,
hey, what do you
y'all better. You better auto-tune me.
What should we review for episode 2? It's a movie review podcast.
No. Let's finish this one.
No, we're gonna. Okay. Go. My bad.
The Last Dance, I think, was perfectly situated for this time period that we're living in, where everybody was stuck at home and nobody had access to any sports. And the fact that they separated it on a week-to-week basis made it easy to consume and made it something that people could treat or replace the hole that sports left in their hearts/lives. And that's the reason why people hold it in such high esteem.
Okay,
it is not a documentary. This shit is propaganda.
So, as an objective film review, outside of the situation in which it came out, how do you grade this film?
So I was getting to that. This shit is not a documentary. This shit is propaganda.
You give it
I liked it. I liked it, but I did not love it. This shit was not amazing. Michael Jordan was amazing.
You know what?
And this documentary made him look petty.
Okay, here's a question I have. What movie more clearly told that amazing story of Michael Jordan?
Space Jam.
Okay, calm down.
No, that's a fact. It's fucking Space Jam.
I mean, that's just a good movie.
No, you think I'm joking. I'm not joking at all. It's Space Jam. It's fucking Space Jam.
No,
it's fucking Space Jam.
Okay,
it's Space Jam.
Okay.
Check this out, bro. I know this sounds like bizarre. This sounds like a bizarre ass fucking thing. Like, yo, this motherfucker said Space Jam is. Check this out.
All right, I'm listening though.
The Last Dance told us such lies as the flu game was pizza poisoning, and I didn't have a gambling problem, I had a competition problem, and the worst thing I ever did was yell at my teammates. This was a lying ass documentary. This was a documentary that left off mad parts of his life. But you know what Space Jam did? Show him suck at baseball.
That's true.
It showed him with his family.
It showed him with flaws. Space Jam showed Michael Jordan with flaws.
Okay,
thing that this movie did
I
not.
I appreciate what you're saying, but
and then he had to play against intergalactic space aliens, and he shared a fucking movie billing with Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that's dope.
Nothing says phenomenal like that shit right there. Space Jam is the fucking testament to the brilliance and greatness of Michael Jordan. Yeah. Like nothing ever, including the so-called Jordan documentary that's not a documentary, the Jordan propaganda.
Yes. Space Jam.
Space Jam was definitely one of the most trippy sports movies. You know.
Are you gonna watch Space Jam 2?
Of course. You gotta
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Also, LeBron James is the boat. The boat. The best of all time.
The boat. That's what's up. Wasn't Jay-Z on the Space Jam soundtrack?
I don't know. I know Busta Rhymes was. I know Cypress Hill was. I know Onyx was.
Jay-Z on the beat or whatever, and I'm like, that don't sound like Jay-Z, but I'm like, damn, it's like 1997.
Can we look that up? Let's look that up.
Yeah.
Let's look that up. I know, like, that song, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em low, hit 'em low. That was like Onyx, Be Real from Cypress Hill, and like Busta Rhymes. You said what?
It's either in the beginning or end credits. But
Jay? I'm trying to. I don't think Jay-Z was. I don't think Jay-Z was popular at that point, bro. Like Jay-Z didn't get popular till like 98, 99. Jay-Z didn't get popular till like 98, 99. 98, 99 is when Jay-Z got popular.
Okay, hold on. I got you.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Space Jam soundtrack.
This is my sister's husband's cousin.
Yeah.
But he's good people, bro.
Word. All right. So we got Seal, Coolio. Shout out to Coolio. Quad City DJs. Do you remember Quad City DJs?
Of course not, man.
Of course not.
I'm like, what? 4.5 years younger than you?
R. Kelly.
Was In My Lifetime Jay-Z's first album?
In My Lifetime was his first single. Reasonable Doubt was his first album. That was 96.
Reasonable Doubt.
So, like, Jay-Z didn't get popular until Hard Knock Life. That was, like, 98.
By the way, off top of your head, what's your favorite gum flavor?
D'Angelo is on there. Monica, For You I Will. That's a hard song. You said what?
Favorite gum flavor?
Favorite gum flavor?
Yeah, like chicle.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I'm not a big go.
All right,
I'm not a gum guy, bro. Go. Do it, Jordan.
Okay, so this says, knowledge drop. Jay-Z ghost wrote Bugs Bunny's bars on the Space Jam soundtrack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yo!
It's dope.
Yo! I knew it wasn't tripping.
I had no idea.
Bro, that's
Yo.
crazy.
Oh, tell me that doesn't make
I had no idea.
Tell me that doesn't make
That's hard.
Jay-Z all time. Ghost wrote for Bugs.
Nah, Jay's the GOAT. God MC. Jehovah.
So what do you think
This is the GOAT.
of
That's
Space
hard.
Jam 2 is gonna
Is that right?
be?
You said what?
Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. Like, what is LeBron James' story?
Probably trying to live up to Michael Jordan. I feel like it'll probably be like very no. I feel like it'll probably be like very self-aware. Like the fact that LeBron James' career has been constantly compared to Michael Jordan will probably be.
You think it'll talk about Cleveland and Miami? They'll probably be like cracking some jokes about it.
Probably. I feel like LeBron James is like self-aware enough to like put all of the so-called missteps into the movie.
Yeah.
You know, like the decision and shit like that. You said DJ Khaled. What about DJ Khaled?
I'm looking up if he's gonna be part of Space Jam because I feel like he should be.
I feel like he should not be. I hope he is not. I hope he is not.
Like him?
No. Fuck no. I don't dislike DJ Khaled. Let me
because he's
rephrase
from
that.
Miami, and that's a big part of LeBron's story. And you know,
Miami is 4 years of LeBron James' career. Miami is 4 years of LeBron James' career. And I think that more of...
You're talking about the flu game, that's what makes LeBron. Like, going to Miami.
No, the fuck it does not. No, the fuck it does not.
Points, dude.
No, man, you're incorrect.
What would your points be in that case?
Fucking LeBron James was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in high school.
Okay, so that's 1 point.
His high school games were on ESPN.
Was Kobe not the same?
He was called No, he was not. Kobe was not the same.
Okay, so level of superstardom.
No, yeah, LeBron James is literally a child star. LeBron James is a child star. Fucking his high school games were on ESPN. He took a trash team, a team full of fucking trash, mop buckets, and fucking balled up newspaper to the finals. He lost to the Spurs, but he got there by his fucking self. LeBron James fucking literally stopped the world when he said, "I'm going to take my talents to South Beach."
No, that's exactly
shit is not the same.
That's my
No, that's only 4 years of his career. That's only 4 years of his career.
Hours of the man's career. Whatever.
That's only 4 years of his career. And those 4 years of his career are more so about the fact that he went and like teamed up with his friends.
How many?
No, man. No, you're wrong. You're incorrect, bro. I swear you're incorrect.
I don't understand why.
He those 4 years were more about him teaming up with his friends than they were about him going to Miami.
Okay, so yeah.
Does that make sense? It was more about him and D Wade and Chris Bosh than it was about LeBron's in Miami.
True. They're just having fun and getting rings, man.
And they all went into the league in the same year. They're all from the same draft class.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize that.
They're all from the same draft class. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, they're all from the same draft class. Udonis Haslem, who's still on the Miami Heat to this day, they're all from the same draft class. That's what that was more about. And then when he left, he went back to Cleveland and won a title for Cleveland, who hadn't won anything in any professional sport in 50 years. LeBron's career is going to be defined by the fact that he won a championship for Cleveland than anything else. Nothing in Miami defines LeBron James. That Cleveland championship does.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
That's his moment.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Series. I think that if we're talking
2017, 2016,
they're going to focus on the fact that he is not Michael Jordan, and that will be the storyline. Thoughts?
What if MJ made a cameo?
I hope he does.
That'd be kind of funny, right?
I hope Bill Murray makes a cameo. I hope Bill Murray makes a cameo.
No, he's on the cast. I just looked this up. Oh, wait, no.
He did?
My bad. No, hold on. I looked up the original. On Cheeto.
Who's the new Bill Murray?
I think Don Cheeto.
That's the question. Who's the new Bill Murray?
You know who Don Cheeto is, right?
I feel like it needs to be Seth Rogen.
It's not going to be. He's Don Cheeto. That would be tight.
Seth Rogen needs to be in Space Jam 2. And he needs to throw an assist. Maybe like a lob pass or something.
It's produced by Ryan Coogler.
Huh?
It's produced by Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, I know.
I know that.
I know.
He's not directing it, but it's pretty good.
He's a producer. That's all right. That's cool. Yeah. So, the next movie that we need to do, I'm going to name 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Ric Flair, 30 for 30.
Okay, yeah.
The Professional.
I like that movie, yeah.
Showgirls.
Okay. I'm gonna say either of the latter two, just because we already did a sports thing, and I want to kind of like keep it rotating through different things. But I am gonna watch.
Trying to transition. Transition.
Why The Professional and Showgirls? If you don't mind me asking.
It's like the 30-year anniversary, 20-year anniversary.
Oh, for real? Okay.
20-year anniversary.
Yeah. I've never seen Showgirls.
It's a bad movie that's so bad that it's good.
That's what's up. I didn't have any movies in mind. What do you think?
Wow. Any thoughts?
What about you were talking about the Fab Five movie?
Fab Five movie is amazing. Fab Five movie is amazing. Fab Five. Preface.
Yeah. Who else?
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, Jalen Rose.
Chris Webber, Juwan Howard. Like this is gravy. This is like these guys changed basketball. They basically invented what modern basketball looks like. Jalen Rose was a point guard.
Yeah.
He's like the original LeBron James. LeBron James said Jalen Rose was one of his favorite players.
It's fitting.
When was that?
So we can do that. We can do Fab Five. Fab Five or Ric Flair.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Check this out. Proposal. Fab Five.
Yeah.
I hate Christian Laettner.
Okay.
Ric Flair.
Those are just 30 for 30s?
Those are all 30 for 30s.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Milk and cookie.
Yeah, Jackson said